say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. On the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Chris Middleton.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Dwayne Wade. Waller is out there with Bosh. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Wizards, they've got Chris Middleton. Time is out there with Song. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Vega in at the point guard. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and confident backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Coulibaly with it. Down low. Pass to Kingston. Back to Coulibaly. No good from outside. Now Hero. Now Bosh. Wade outside. Adebayo with a screen for Wade. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps. And this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
That free throw good from Wade.
Hard not to be impressed by Dwayne Wade's natural ability as a scorer. I mean, he works hard, no doubt, but this guy just has a gift for finding his shots.
Both free throws good from Wade. And Washington has possession. Middleton the pass to Song. Here's Vega, coming off a solid outing against Denver. And he drives in, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the night here.
First team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Vega. One shot.
One shot.
And here is Hero. 11 points last game. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe gave me a few minutes to catch up. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And Washington has possession. Following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Clock at 4. Here's Coulibaly. Hits it from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Here's Hero. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Wade, right side. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Basketball.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Hey, yo, wait.
Here's Hero.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Here's the lob to the hoop. It's tipped. Pass to Vega. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating. And that game was not their friend.
Well, you have to give the defense credit for making things hard on them, but they just looked out of sync offensively. Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Carrington. Here's Vega. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Hero.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wade finds Hero. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's Wade with the jam.
And the power of Dwayne Wade on display. Rare for a two-guard.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
It's time to welcome your Wizards dancer.
at numbers for prime time. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging 9 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Pass to Vega from downtown. Rebound by the Heat.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Outside Bosch. Here's Adebayo. Lets it go with the 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Here's primetime. 11 points for him in that last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And let's not ignore his impact at the other end. 4 blocks on the night. That's what you call sending a message defensively.
Now Hero, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Outside Bosch takes the 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Washington trailing. Throws it up high. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Here's Hero. The shot, no good.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Inside. Pass to Sarr. Here's primetime. He's guarded by Adebayo. Primetime, the pass to Sarr. Over Wade. Washington again turning it over.
Possession to Miami.
Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. Number 1, the Wizards.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Bosch. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
And Bosch, so tough to stop when he gets that kind of position down low, forcing the D to foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. Here's Carrington. Still without a basket. Pass to Sarr. Here's Vega. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Traps in the tray.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Adebayo with the screen on Middleton. Here's Baller. Washington with the rebound. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Yeah, depth plays a huge factor in this league. You can't win just with 5 guys.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Bam Adebayo. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 5th in blocks, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. The Heat trail by 4. Wade outside. Outside, Hero. Pass to Bowler. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. Bowler's got 6.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Middleton. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Here's Vega. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Washington?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And the first one at the line is good. The Heat making a switch here. Powell's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside, Hero. Here's Baller. Drains the 19-footer. He's got 8.
A pretty talented distributor. Tyler Hero isn't one to force his own look.
Here's Primetime. No scoring in this one. Middleton looking it over. Three-pointer. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Slippery play by Middleton. Comes off the pick and goes on the offensive.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. Free throw good, Adebayo. They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
And we haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
And Adebayo drops them both.
Yeah, you look at the different ways Bam Adebayo can impact the game. He's a player everyone wants on their team.
Pass to Song. Here's Carrington. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Offline with his 3. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat, trailing by 2. Here's Baller. Outside, Hero. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
Pass to Whitmore. Into the lane. Can't hit from in close. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Powell for 3. It's not going to go for him. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Carrington. They set the pick. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Heat moving the ball around. Now here's Adebayo. They really needed more from him in that loss to Toronto. Here's Whitmore. Guarded by Powell. Sarr sets the screen for Whitmore. They get it back. Here's Primetime. Here's Carrington. Here's Kingston. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Timeout on the floor.
And now a 4-point Wizards lead. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams making some changes here. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Wizards. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference. And of course the Miami Heat just way behind.
Right now, for the Wizards, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long, and guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's McCollum. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Jones. Knocks it loose. Powell with the steal. Now here's Rozier. He's covered closely. No good that time.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Now here's Jones. Jaquez with the rebound. The Heat trail by 4. Outside Rozier. Jacks up a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Here's the third.
Pretty reliable from outside. You got to get a hand up on Rozier from that area.
Jones with the screen on Wiggins. Whitmore with it. He's against Wiggins. And it's Whitmore missing. It's Powell on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Rozier for 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Rozier looking around. Pass to Jaquez. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by McCollum. Whitmore with it, covered by Wiggins. Teardrop shot. He lays it in. And the Wizards lead by 5.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
On the wing, Rozier. To the paint, here's Ware. Rebound, Washington.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Jones, no luck. The Heat trail by 5. Hawkins outside. Rozier, the pass to Wiggins. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Washington leading now by 5. Jones with it. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Carrington. Shot clock at 5. Here's Whitmore. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
52 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Powell. Banked in off the glass. Now McCollum. It's McCollum on the wing. A 3-ball. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Heat trail by 8. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Rozier kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Powell. For the 3. Washington with the rebound. Carrington's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Whitmore. Shoots over Powell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Wizards out front as they end the first quarter with a 13-5 run. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation for them.
They've got prime time. Sarr out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Vega in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Wiggins passes to Hero. Wade outside. A floater. Vega grabs the miss. So for the Wizards, their last game, a win against the Nuggets. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Down low, here's Sarr. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Sarr's got the lead up to 10 now for the Wizards. Now, here's Wade. He's defended by Koulibaly. Hero, no good. From the Wizards, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And Sarr throws it down.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Now, Hero. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Wade with it. He's defended by Koulibaly. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
So tough for defenders to guard D-Wade. He can hurt you in so many different ways.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
First one falls for him. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Wizards leading by 10. Pass to Song. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Fires from deep. Vega can't get it to go. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Outside, Hero. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Hero is so confident. When he's looking to score inside, he does not back away from contact.
The Heat have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. That's good from Hero.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And Hero drops them both.
Well, remember, Hero came into the league as a scorer, and he's only gotten better, continuing to round out his game.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 6. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Good work there as it goes. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. George is checked in for Washington. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year of some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
2 shots.
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Trey Mann, he's checked in for the Wizards. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Kingston. Outside, George finds himself wide open and drills it. George has got the lead up to 12 now for Washington. He'd have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And stolen by Song. Outside, George. On the wing, Mann. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here's Adebayo. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Wade passes to Adebayo. Double team on Adebayo. 5 on the clock. Bosch kicks to Hero. Again, the miss by the Heat. Washington leading now by 12. Pass to Mann. And here's George. Here's Mann. Hasn't made one yet. George finds Mann. From past the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Bosch has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hero. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Hero's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. And so here is Miami, following the three-pointer by Washington.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Here's Sarr. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Denver. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Hero passes to Adebayo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
Well, Adebayo never shies away from contact. He's so aggressive and forces the defense's hand.
The Heat have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Bam Adebayo. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Adebayo. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And Adebayo drops them both.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Man with it. He's covered by Hero. Here's Vega. He's got 11. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
The Heat trail by 14. Now, Hero. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Pass to Vega. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
Here's Whitmore. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Nuggets in Denver. Mitchell finds Jaquez. It's blocked. And here we go. Fast break, and Whitmore's got it. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Sarr. Shooting 1.
One shot.
Free throw good. Sarr. So for the Wizards, their last game a win against the Nuggets in Ball Arena. Here's Baller. Whitmore defending. Here's Baller. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Jones checked in for Sarr.
Shooting for Miami, number 7. One shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to talk to his guys.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
So a moment now to see the story for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Wizards leading by 12. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Baller. Averaging about 15 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. So Rozier will bring it up for the Heat. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Bowler. Rozier with the ball. Lets it go from deep. That one, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room, and he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Washington leading now by 13. Now Whitmore. Jones up top. Here's Carrington. And another miss by Washington.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Baller. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Now here's McCollum. And the 3 off target. Now here's Rozier. Not a lot of room. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Washington shooting 44% from the field in the second. McCollum against Mitchell. Pass to Jones. Here's Carrington. Wizards passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Carrington's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Let's go. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Baller. The Wizards shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Whitmore. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
The Wizards shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And Washington making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Miami. Powell comes in for Davion Mitchell. He hits both from the stripe. The Heat trail by 14. Outside Rozier. Pass to Wiggins. Inside, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. In the third position, the Wizards.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Carrington. 5 points in the game. Middleton outside. Pass to Carrington. Over Rozier. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Here's Ware. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Carrington. 7 points in the game. 1:36 left in the second quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal.
That's on Terry Rozier. For Washington, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Carrington.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. That one is no good.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Here's Ware. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. 1:14 left here in the second. Whitmore up top. Jaquez defending. Middleton, a screen on Rozier. And it's Carrington missing.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Wiggins outside. Back to Powell. For 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Whitmore's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Carrington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Prime time's checked in for the Wizards. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
McCollum against Powell. Wiggins left side. Over Whitmore. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Sometimes you gotta do it yourself. Wiggins taking the initiative there.
Whitmore with it. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point foul. Whitmore's got 7.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Washington out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Miami Heat.
Where's the perimeter, D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you might be able to guard the perimeter better right now.
Whoa. Let's take a step back.
New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
No doubt these guys can shoot the lights out, but I've got an idea. Let me stand right in front of the rim. Let's see how many they make in a row.
Adding obstacles to the course. I like it. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Baller having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Chris Bosh is out there with Baller. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Wade in at the 2. Adebayo with a screen on Middleton. Baller misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Vega. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Loads it up for Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, he can do that. Adebayo's an excellent athlete, even by NBA standards.
Wizards leading by 15. Here's Vega. To the right wing. Middleton outside. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. That 3 off the mark.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Pass to Wade. Bosch dishes to Wade. Back to Bosch. Fires for three. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Three-point field goal.
Bosch has got 6.
And Bosch proving he has the range. The D has to take him seriously from outside.
Vega the pass to Middleton. Three-pointer. Another miss by Middleton.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Vega. Drills the three-pointer. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket in the second half after 4 straight misses.
Here's Baller. 15 points in the game. Outside, Hero. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Fades. Shot's good by Middleton. And the Wizards lead by 15.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Change here. Koulibaly's checked in. Here now is the 2K leaderboard. Over the past month, these teams have tortured opponents defensively. In fourth, the Wizards.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
And Miami has possession. Down by 15. Wade outside. Pass to Bowler. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Middleton. To the middle. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Wade outside. Loads it up for Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, in the two-man game, Adebayo can play either role. This time he sets the screen, gets it back, and scores.
Pass to Vega. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Looking now at the numbers for Middleton. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
And Washington making a change here. George is checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Highsmith is checked in. And here is Hero. He's got 8. Wade. Oh, that's blocked.
Bam Adebayo.
Washington leading now by 13. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Primetime. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, keeping control of the ball must have been an emphasis for them. Very clean game so far.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
Jones checked in for prime time. The Heat trail by 13. Outside, Hero. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Adebayo. He's got 12. It's blocked, and he gets it back. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
Well, attacking the basket inside, Adebayo knows that will pay off for him either way, and he's right.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Here's Vega, 17 points in the game. And the layup's good off the glass. Vega's got 19 points.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Outside, Hero. To the left wing. Now, here's Adebayo. D right on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Alex Song.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Mitchell, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Adebayo drops them both. Here's Coulibaly. Pass to Vega. Back to Coulibaly. They set the pick. Takes the 3. Here's Sarr. Makes it off the glass. Sarr's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Fades and shoots. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Adebayo. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Washington leading now by 12. Outside, George. With the crossover, pass to Song. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
And it's Mitchell missing. And so George will bring it up for Washington. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the inside, here's Song, and Song throws it down.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Outside, Hero. From outside, off the mark. Wizards have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Outside, George, down low. Here's Coulibaly. Nice D from Bosch. The Heat trail by 14. Here's Highsmith. Nothing on the board. Pass to Bosch. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Bosch in the post. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit. They'll take on the Pistons. Then on Monday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And looking at the Boston matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And that one falls for Bosch. Primetime's checked in for the Wizards. The Heat also with a sub. Norman Powell's checked in for Hero. And so Bosch nails both of them. Wizards leading by 12. Pass to Vega. There's the screen. He lobs it up.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Bosch hits the pick for Powell. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Wizards have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Here's Vega out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
A brief check now of the stats for Chris Bosch. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. Averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
The Heat trail by 14. Now Powell, looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. From outside the arc, Kingston grabs the ball. Primetime's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. And it's Miami with the rebound. Inside, here's Wiggins, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Koulibaly, guarded by Powell. Koulibaly with it to the middle. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Powell for three. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Norman Powell at the line for 3.
Three shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. Wizards leading by 13. Pass to Whitmore. It's Sarr, top of the key. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Sarr's got 17.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Rozier. Washington with the rebound. Whitmore's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Koulibaly. Down low. It's tipped. The Heat trail by 17. And here is Powell. 5 points in the game. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Koulibaly, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
5th team foul.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Norman Powell at the line for 1.
The free throw drops for Powell. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Carrington. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 11.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Here's Rozier. Bosch, that's the pick for Rozier. Fires the 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Washington leading now by 16. Pass to Carrington.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
McCollum with the ball. Fires the three. Bosch grabs the miss. Bosch has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now a veteran in the NBA, C.J. McCollum, seems to have adjusted nicely, don't you think, to his role as elder statesman.
Kevin, even going back years, I always thought that C.J. McCollum was one of the most consistent guys in the league. Seems like every time you check the box score, he'd have over 20 points, but never like 40, just every night, penciling in 20 to 30 in those range, 5 or 6 assists, high percentage. This guy is as consistent as they come.
Outside Rozier. Wiggins kicks to Bosch. Offline with the baseline jumper. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Carrington. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. McCollum looking it over. A fader. Again, McCollum missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Rozier. Washington with the rebound. Primetime's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
An old school shot from Whitmore. There is still some value in that mid-range.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Rozier. Powell sets a screen for Rozier. The last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Washington in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now, okay? Any kind of tip out or 50-50 ball, we got to own that. And then we got to communicate. I don't know, but it's got to be a real sense of urgency.
He's begging his guys to be more assertive in all aspects of the game.
And in close games, Coach Spo is solid at knowing how to get his guys to just kick it up a notch.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Primetime is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Vega in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Stolen by Hero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Heat, Bam Adebayo. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Adebayo. so he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Wizards leading by 18. Pass to Vega. Nice ball movement by Washington. His three-pointers off the mark. The Heat shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Baller passes to Highsmith. Adebayo kicks to Hero. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
Well, he's such a willing and effective passer. That's a good find by Adebayo there.
Pass to Whitmore. Here's Vega. Launches it. That shot off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. Here's Carrington. He's covered by Hero. Got that one up quick. 12 points for Cam Whitmore.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Wade outside. Vega grabs the miss. Vega's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Pass to Whitmore. Lets the three fly. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Wizards making a switch here. George is checked in.
Number 2, Keyshawn George.
The Heat trail by 19. Wade outside. Here's Baller. Wade up top. 6 to shoot. Floats one up. And Middleton with the block.
What defensive focus from Middleton. Able to anticipate the shot and get a hand on it.
It's hauled in by the Heat. Wade outside. Pass to Hero. Here's Baller, the 15-footer. Yes, that goes in.
Well, you got to love Hero's versatility. In addition to his scoring prowess, he's a very solid distributor.
Here's Vega. Now Whitmore. This one for 3. And another miss by Washington. The Heat trail by 17. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Adebayo passes to Highsmith. Now here's Wade. And it's good for 2.
And you gotta like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Pass to Kingston. Left side, George. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Miami, Dwayne Wade. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Wade. Trey Mann, he's checked in for Whitmore. Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. That one misses. Wizards leading by 14. Now, Mann. And that one drops. Mann's got his first 2 points. And so here is Miami. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Baller, that's good.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch what Brian Keefe told his team during that break. He told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Mann. Here's Vega, the three, and he's good on the three ball. Vega's got 22.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Here's Baller, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Heat, number 7, taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Wizards leading by 14. Mann passes to Kingston. And here's George. Middleton outside. There's a good screen from the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Miami no good on that time either. Washington shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Pass to Mann. The tray. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that was pretty clear.
At the line for the Heat, Dwayne Wade. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Stars checked in for the Wizards. Both free throws good from Wade. Here's Vega. It's up a three. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. And it's Wade in the corner. Pass to Hero. To the wing right side. Here's Baller. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
The assist.
And that's now 24 points for Baller. Wizards leading by 13. Here's Vega. Wade is covering. Here's Vega. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Hero passes to Bosch. Outside Hero. There's the three. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Man passes to Sarr. Middleton outside. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
The Wizards with the lead. Here's Vega. Pass to Man. Kicks it down to Middleton. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Bosch looking around. Here's Wade. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does.
Wizards foul. Trey Mann. First personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Miami, Bam Adebayo. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line.
And since halftime, he's made a concerted effort to get to the line. Be aggressive. Great stuff.
Here's Vega. Pass to Middleton. Trying to end the drought. And it's Carrington missing. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. 7-point differential. Here's Baller, defended by Middleton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All the officials are all over that one.
Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Miami, number 7, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Wizards leading by 5. Here's Carrington. To the inside. Here's Kingston, and he goes in for the dunk. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Baller, that's good.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Sarr with it. Prime time, the pass to Middleton. From downtown, Bosch grabs the miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
3rd personal foul. Shooting for Miami, Bam Adebayo. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Vega. Back to Middleton. Launches a 3. Connects from three-point range. And the Wizards lead by 6.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Wade with it. Vega grabs the miss. Vega's got 5 rebounds tonight. Middleton outside. Pass to Sarr. Here's Vega, the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Wade, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Wade's got 7 points for the quarter.
I like the effort from the defense, but at that close range, Wade was not going to be denied.
Here's Vega. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Vega's got 13 points here in the second half alone. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Wade. He's guarded closer. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
4th personal foul. At the line for the Heat, Dwayne Wade, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 8.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Pass to Vega. Here's Carrington. Now Sarr. There's 1:17 left in the fourth. And it's Carrington missing. The Heat trail by 8. Here's Wade. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really on the right plate defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
At the line for the Heat, Dwayne Wade. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Wade drops them both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Here's Vega. Wade is covered. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
At the line for the Wizards, Vega. Taking 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Wade stepping to the plate in a huge spot. This young man embraces the spotlight.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Chris Paul. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2. Sarr.
Two shots. Last on the first.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Up top, Hero. Kingston grabs the board.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Wizards. They got 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Heat. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, pure desperation right now. Do you think there's enough time?
Hello, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Wade surveying the D. That's tipped. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's the Heat with the ball, trailing here by 8. There's Hero with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Hero. 3-point field goal.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Dwayne Wade. Third personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Washington. They got taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Timeout called the Heat. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Those are the Wizards dancers dancing. Let's hear it get loud. DC family, make some noise.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Chris Bosh. Second personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for 2. Star.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. coming through at the line in a big spot.
And so Washington takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Alex Saar.